like to invite Mr. William Sabanda from Government of Indonesia. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is William Sabanda, as introduced by the moderators, and I'm the chairman of the Accelerated Development Task Force on clean and renewable energy. So because this is the forum for investors, so the presentations today will be very much focused on trying to introduce the new policy of the government of Indonesia and how we would like to attract investors to come to Indonesia and investing in renewable energy. Yeah, but this is the first because there is a lot of opportunity in Indonesia now to invest in renewable energy. We are no longer oil exporting country. Every day we are actually, the government spending 50 to 60 million US dollar in buying oil overseas, and imagine if 22 billion US dollar has been spent on that amount, which if this can be saved, it's a lot of can be done, and the policy of the government actually to reduce oil importations and create momentum for investment in renewable energy. Indonesia has a very ambitious target on achieving renewable energy in 2025 by trying to get 23% of the contribution of renewable energy in the national primary energy mix. This is very ambitious. Why? Because at the moment we are only at 6%. So a giant leap needs to be achieved in 11 years by investing in 17%, from 6 to 23%. And this will be in the 5 main areas of renewable energy. This will be geothermal, solar, wind, hydro, and what else? Bioenergy. So these are the 5 main things that we actually now introduce to investment, into investors on how to put investment in Indonesia. For this, we need 135 billion US dollar for the next 10 years. We need first 78 billion in the next 5 years. 20 to 30% of the money will come from the government. 10 or 20% will come from our state-owned enterprise. We are expecting to get 60% coming from the investors, and this is a global investor. So this is the opportunity that we would like to see. We are now working on addressing the challenges for investment. This is a new landscape for investment, which we are trying to work. The main challenge with the land, the government is addressing the risk factors, the tariff. We are improving the feed-in tariff, yeah, and then we are taking out some of the barrier to entry. So bringing the technology, creating a consolidated efforts to try to reduce the preliminary investment cost. The government has put money on making sure that we are handling right with the upstream, and with this we can actually reduce the investment cost. We can actually reduce the risk. We can actually reduce the challenge dealing with the land, dealing with the local community by building a new law in Indonesia. We are developing the roadmap for accelerated development in new and renewable energy. And what does it mean? We have done 4 breakthroughs, and this is in the process. The President of Indonesia lead himself because the energy sovereignty is 1 out of 4 main priority of the government of Indonesia at the moment. And this, again, can only be done if we have a breakthrough. This is not a business as usual. This is not the government alone. This is the government with the support of the international community and then the private sectors. We are issuing a policy package on this breakthrough to facilitating a good program for investment to come. We are developing what's so-called innovative funding mechanism, which actually provide, again, a fiscal space, investment package for investment to come. We are inviting a new technology because we need a technology. We cannot rely more and more, or further, if you want to develop the capability, develop industry in solar, develop industry in wind, as well as develop industry in bioenergy and geothermal, as well as promoting the capabilities of the local industry. So a lot of opportunities on coming together on doing the joint venture between the global investment and the national investment account. So we are setting up an investment climate for new and renewable energy. The investment coordination board work on creating a one-stop service for licensing. We are setting up for the Ministry of Finance fiscal incentives, import duty facilities, tax holiday, tax allowance, and public and private partnerships facilities. My ministry is very much working on promoting or improving our data and information update, capacity building for stakeholders, subsidies. We are providing subsidies, and government putting incentive for any new technology that is come to the country, policy on tariff, and facilitating base planning and budgeting. And this is coordinated very well by my team. Renewable Energy Fund to accelerate new and renewable energy development. As I said before, hydropower plant, biomass, solar power plant, wind power, and other. Now, I want to this is the policy. I want to present 3 cases just to show you, to see how we are going to promote this. One on the bioenergy industry. We are preparing the land for 10 million hectares of degraded land for developing the bioenergy industry. The solar PV industries, and Bali. Everybody knows Bali. Bali is the most popular tourist destination to be created as a fully clean energy island in 2018. This is the ambition. But at the moment, we need 8.1 million hectares to expand our. Now we have the B15 policy, government introducing B15 policy, whereby 15% of this needs to come to biofuel. And this is mean the expansions of land, but we are protecting our forest, and then we are offering some 10 millions of degraded land for investment in the bioenergy. We are addressing start from the upstreams to the downstreams. And these are the calculation on the degraded land in Indonesia, 70 million. We are just taking 10 million hectares of degraded land. At the moment, we are promoting Central Kalimantan. That's we are doing it. This is the calculation that we have been doing. So some investment have come and approached. We are facilitating. Next week we are going to sign an MOU with the governor and the district's government. The second one, this is what another exciting opportunity for investment. We are increasing the feed-in tariff for only 0.1 or 10 cents to now 25 cents. 250% increase in the feed-in tariff, dividing by regions. We are giving quota 1 gigawatt per year, and this is revolutionary. 1 gigawatt per year for any investment who would like to come and invest and building the technology in Indonesia. There we are working with the PLN state-owned enterprise, and then we are providing regional-based feed-in tariff. So when you invest in Eastern Indonesia, of course the cost will be higher, and then we are providing incentive for any investment going to the region. The Bali, this is another ambition, Bali as clean energy. The ministry just launched yesterday this initiative. We are setting a team, a coordinated team in Bali, host of the Center of Excellence. The ambition is high. We would like to promote this, not just for Indonesia, but to the world, and see this Bali can transfer. At the moment, it's heavily relied on non-clean energy. But in 18 months, we are transferring into very much 50% of the clean energy will come from gas, and then we are promoting the microgrid systems to develop that process across Indonesia. So from Bali, we have other islands like Sumba, who is now the iconic island. We have Kalimantan. We have some initiative in different parts, but they will be connected. So this center, we are developing as Center of Excellence. Center of Excellence will be the focal point of any technology on clean and renewable energy that we are developing in Indonesia. So would like to invite the private sector's investment to come to work with us. We have a strong support from the ADB. Thank you, ADB, for this. But we would like to work in partnership with any governments in Asia, in all over the world, with investors on developing the Center of Excellence, which is very much technological based for developing technology which can be promoting the local capabilities and local industries in Indonesia, but also in the region. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sabandar. I think your invitation will get active response. I also heard this invitation at Sustainable Energy for All forum in New York last month. So I think it's really the government effort. You have the good policy framework. Hopefully the mechanism will support more and more investors.